That is good banter.
Oh, and away we go, Timmy.
Holy bags of dog shit. Woo! We are off to the races.
Oh, yeah, mate.
Another episode of Thy Good Banter podcast. Ooh, she's going to be a beauty.
Oh, she's
I
a
have
big
got
one,
some
mate.
shit to talk
You've
about.
been all over the joint once again. Do you ever book a gig that's under 2 hours from home?
No. My general plan is I book a gig.
You just want to be as
And
far
then,
away from the family as you possibly can.
And then I just think, what is the most inappropriate town I could possibly be in the following night? And I ring them up and hopefully they can lock something in.
Yep.
Because, I am fucking all over the road. Ballarat. It's from Ballarat Friday night to Osbourne
Where's
Saturday
Osbourne,
night.
mate?
Osbourne's 4.5 hours from mine, door to door. So, that was a hell of a drive. Saturday, got there. But I don't do it very often, but I used a bit of common sense. And I thought, you know what? 4.5 hours drive home Saturday night after having about 4 hours kip Friday night might be a bit much for T. Siegert.
You'll end up running over someone's fucking tyre again or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, don't want to be doing that shit.
No.
So I got the spend a night in Benalla. So
What's happening in Benalla?
Absolutely, fuck all. That's
That's
some towns were strong enough to survive the old Hume Highway bypass, and some weren't, and Benalla wasn't. She is fucking. Tell you what, she's dying a slow death. That little shithole. Yeah. She's a dump, and then got home Saturday, and I'll drive home Saturday morning straight to watch the Caulfield Bears. The Rezzies scraped into the finals for the first time in a decade.
You don't really just sit at home and try to rest up. You're straight back out there, aren't you?
Sleep when you're dead, mate. Sleep when you're dead.
Okay.
And then from there, straight home, spent an hour at home unpacking the car, getting a few things done, and then drove down to Lawn last night, all the way down to Lawn with Delicate Des Dowling, and did a gig for the, what were they called again?
Hire-A-Hubby.
Hire-A-Hubby.
Yeah.
The Hire-A-Hubby convention.
How many,
About 350 Hire-A-Hubbies in Australia.
Hubbies, yeah. Obviously,
it was their Brownlow night.
A lot of shit fucking husbands out there.
There's a lot of shit husbands. A lot of shit husbands.
So how's it work again? They're sort of like just a tradie, or just they'll come round and bang your wife, or what do they do? They'll fix light bulbs. What do they?
If anything from light bulbs to banging your wife in a position that you might not be up to, just anything you can't do. So if you're if you can't put on a deck, they'll come around and put a deck on, and if you
put on a deck,
or if you
if you pronounce it, you can't.
Deck.
You're putting on a deck.
Putting on a deck.
I'm pretty sure you can't put a deck on.
Or if you're even if you struggle with going down on your wife or something like that, if you've got for some reason been in some sort of an accident and you've got no tongue,
neck issues,
you got no tongue, or a cat got your tongue or something like that, you get the Hire-A-Hubby out there, and sometimes of course the wife will tell the husband, obviously, and the husband will be happy. I couldn't be putting a deck on. I don't want to go down on you. But
you stink.
But sometimes I think quite often the husband's blissfully unaware that Hire-A-Hubby's around there. He's there doing a hard day's work at the accounting firm, or perhaps interstate doing a bit of work.
Banging his secretary.
Yeah,
so she said, "I'll get one back on you."
Yeah. So as a
Hire-A-Hubby can go down on me.
Yep. So Hire-A-Hubby, there's not much you won't do. Actually, Des said, just grabbed one guy of the crowd and said, "What's the most full-on thing you've been asked to do?" And he said, "No comment." So it's a bit of it's what's it? The little rule, the little code, the little what happens?
What happens on the job stays on the job.
The Hire-A-Hubby motto. Yeah, ask no questions.
Like it's sort of the pool cleaner's got the. Everyone goes, the pool cleaner comes around. But I reckon these Hire-A-Hubbies, they'd get propositioned a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If you're a good-looking tradie dropping around, do a few odd jobs during the day, or if you're a single mum, or even if husband's away and a good-looking tradie walks in with his little shorts and his
tool belt.
Oh, he's tool belt and his big boots and I'm picturing flannelette with the sleeves cut off.
Oh, I reckon he'd have to wear a Hire-A-Hubby T-shirt.
Oh yeah,
I reckon he'd have to be in the official merch.
Yeah, no, he's in the official merch.
It's like Jim's mowing. You got to wear the merch, mate. Otherwise, because it's a franchise.
Yeah,
you start bloody getting a bit sloppy, rocking up in wife beaters and flannies. I reckon they might go, hey, come on, Paulie.
Yeah, but I
get
think
your Hire-A-Hubby shit on.
I think quite often the Hire-A-Hubby T-shirt might end up on the bedroom floor.
I think it might, or
for an extended period of time,
mopping up,
doing a bit of overtime.
Yeah.
Because there's the Hire-A-Wife, of course, is
just a brothel.
It's a prostitute. Yeah, a Hire-A-Wife is a prostitute.
Yep.
But not as they don't do as much advertising, and they're not as open about their business. But
no,
still doing a roaring trade.
Still
I imagine.
doing a roaring trade.
And a lot more than 350 workers. They
oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, they're all over the place. You've got your street Hire-A-Wives, you've got your obviously your brothel Hire-A-Wives, and your escort.
Escort, that's your classy.
Your classy that'll either dine in or dine out.
Yeah, you can go wherever.
Yes, Hire-A-Hubby. That was something happened.
So what were the blokes? Did they look like tradies, or were there some nerdy Hire-A-Hubbies who thought, "What? You're not putting on a deck."
A lot of I'd say a lot of 50. Mate, I will say 45 to 65 stocky, sort of
fat,
ethnic-looking guys.
Yeah.
A lot of little Italians and Greeks, and but a lot not. A lot of Aussies. A lot of very different.
But a bit older.
A bit older, yeah.
So
definitely.
I reckon they're just. I reckon they're changing light bulbs. They're fixing washers on taps. I don't think they're really building many decks. These
they're putting up
old bastards.
Putting up, say, those clotheslines that go against the walls.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, they'd be putting a lot of those up. Those
because the accountant husband doesn't have a bloody masonry bit. He doesn't have a hammer drill to drill into the bricks. Or the last time he tried it, he fucking put a hole through the wall.
Yeah, and they ended up having a blue and had to hire a lawyer. It was it's all pretty fucked up. But one thing happened. A lot of them had their wives there. It was because they go away for a week. It was a bit of a trade show during the week, and then like the Bunnings were there, a few of the paint companies, and trying to flog their products off to these guys, because obviously you get in with Hire-A-Hubby. That's a lot of guys using your stuff.
Paint.
So this place was it was doled up to the nines. It was mutton dressed up as lamb. It was tradies, and I often get put off by that when I turn up to a gig and everyone's shirt and tie and suit but once you start chatting to people like these
guy's hired this suit. He's bought this from fucking Dimmies or
he went to
Connor. He went to Connor and
got to hire a suit.
He bought a $50 suit.
But one thing happened. It got a massive laugh, and I thought, because not much funny was happening. The MC. I was about to say MCG. The MC. He was very straight.
And off air, you sort of said he was a bit of a big show, this guy.
Well,
he was
they
a big
flew
guy.
him down from Sydney, and he was a lovely bloke. Don't get me wrong, but he was
Don't
just
get me long.
Don't get me long.
You've run out of Dexies. You're falling to bits.
Ooh, I'm going Dexy free today, and I'm telling you what, I'm all over the road. So he's played a fairly straight as a die. There's no jokes. There's no fucking AI could have
What's
done
he
this.
looking at? Is he? What's his hair do? He'd have a short back and sides. He's got the suit.
Well, he's sort of an older guy. I'd say 60s, 65. But he also had he had a lapel mic.
Oh, what a wanker!
Because Des and I were sitting there going, "Oh, this sounds fucked. They're not going to be hearing it," because you couldn't hear shit. It was like, "G'day guys, welcome." And then when we grabbed the mic, we're like, the sound here is absolutely sensational. This guy just doesn't know how to...
Number one rule of MC, make sure people can hear you, fuckwit.
Well, that's the thing. Like, as an MC, I would have said, all right, just quickly throw us a mic, because he couldn't get everyone's attention.
No.
And anyway, so it was pretty much fucking joke-free for the first 15 minutes of the show while they presented a few awards, and we're like, oh god, this is there's no laughs.
Anyone can do that.
Anyone can do that. It's pretty flat. And then for these people that had been working for 20 years, there were 7 of them that had just reached their 20-year milestone. So they got presented with jackets.
Oh, fantastic. It's nothing. Mate, 20 years service. Give me a fucking jacket.
Yeah, give you a jacket. So a suit jacket that had Hire-A-Hubby, because you can wear that so many places.
You're going to wear that to a wedding, aren't you?
So, but they're great crew down there, great crew. But anyway, this little stocky fucking Italian guy got up, who's been obviously got his 20 years, and they handed him his jacket. And it was fucking ginormous. It was so funny. It was about down to his knees. And this guy was clearly a small guy, and the sleeves went past his fingers, and everyone's laughing, and you could just see like big laugh.
He's not getting it.
No, he got it. He thought it was funny.
Okay.
And you could just see the MCs looking back at the organisers. And I was sort of looking at this. I don't think this is a joke. I think they've legitimately fucked up the size here. And this next bloke got up, giant bloke, and got this tiny little suit. And then they've swapped suits and the organisers are, and they're trying to get
they're
the
rattled
tags.
now. They're rattled.
And the name tags are all mixed up, and he's going, they were meant to give us the bloody, they've labelled them wrong. They've got the labels mixed. So no one knew. So everyone that got up, they put on this ill-fitting suit. And so that was a bit of a laugh. But at the start, this is how it started. The MC got up and goes, all right, let's kick tonight off with a bang. And 4 dancers dressed in next to nothing, that dressed in these little golden
like dresses.
Tussles?
Tassels?
Tassels?
Yeah.
Yeah, like virtually just bras and these little golden tussles. They would have been, I don't know, between maybe early 20s.
Yeah, too old.
And anyway, it was fucking
awkward.
I don't know who booked this, but and they've come on real. Like these are older, 55-year-old middle-aged men with their wives.
Yeah,
and the wives are just looking sort of just going, this is fucked. And like Beyonce just cranking, and they're doing, if you like it, then you should have.
Because if there's anything a 50 or 60-year-old male loves, it's a bit of fucking Beyonce.
Oh, mate.
Mate, my missus loves Beyonce, and you know what she says after she gets home from the concert? Too many 50 and 60-year-old blokes there.
Yeah, that was the problem.
Way too many.
Yeah. It's
50 and 60-year-old blokes are just mad for a bit of Beyonce.
Right, and then we got to the end of the song, and it went, and another song came on. It ended up being like a 15-minute performance.
Fucking medley.
And their choreography was fucking all over the place, and they're out of beat, and these poor girls, they at least with comedy, I guess, I don't know what's worse. At least with comedy, we can react. This isn't working. Like these girls had the dance, and it was just, and there was one bit they came right out onto the dance floor, and were right up. Oh man, it was crook. It was
so. Like in another situation where
something,
you like they're good dancers, they're quite attractive, or it's just
they were nice enough girls, and I'm sure they were good at what they do, but I'm just not sure if that was what they should have been booked for. But I mean, it started. It was a conversation starter.
Oh,
anyway.
definitely.
But so big thanks to bloody Hire-A-Hubby. They were bloody great crew down there. Hire a dancer. It was
hire a new MC next time.
Yeah, no, he's all right.
He's all right.
So it was so if you ever bloody, if you can't satisfy your wife, get on Hire-A-Hubby and he'll get down there and get her bloody
put a deck on or
get a dick in.
Get a New Zealand.
Get her rocks off.
Yeah.
So that was a big week, and I'll get back to the Osbourne Footy Club later. That was something else. Have you got something for us?
Yeah, mate. I had a big week of gigs, but Friday I headed out to Altona.
Altona,
to the Williamstown Super Rules
in Altona.
Okay. Yeah, I think.
Isn't that 2-story building?
No, it's 1 story.
Okay.
It's 1 story, but it's all it's Altona North. It's in a real scummy fucking area. Of Altona.
Whoever said West is best, I think, was legally blind.
Yeah,
or had never been to the West.
No.
West is worst.
Well, it's like West. That's the suburbs that fucking even John West fucking rejects. No one likes the suburbs out there. Anyway,
No,
so
anyway,
I sort of pulled up. It's a beautiful facility,
Oh.
though. And we have a Bandito who's out at Willie's Super Rules, old Sammy Muir.
The mule man.
The Muir, the old
drug mule.
mad dog Muir, who actually he couldn't make it. He was shattered.
He wasn't there?
He wasn't there. He had kids' football out to go to.
So he wasn't there.
He wasn't there. But
He played for
everyone
that
said,
team.
I spoke to him on the phone.
Oh, bloody hell.
I said, sorry, Mad Dog, you've missed me. So I went out there, just a great crew of blokes. So essentially, you've done a gig for Willie's Super Rules. I'm picturing you wouldn't fucking remember it, clearly, by the blank look
Well,
you've
the
given
fact
me.
that it's Williamstown and they're having the gig in Altona, it's really throwing me some curveballs. I'm not going to remember that shit.
No.
I don't remember Williamstown if it was in Williamstown and I then got a tattoo that said Williamstown
No,
to remember the gig by, let alone if they're fucking having gigs in other suburbs.
that's true.
I don't
That's
need
true.
that shit,
No, you don't need it. You need to keep things simple.
Yep.
I mean, yeah. So anyway, so what they do is it's all masters. So they're their own club.
Yeah.
It's not like they're attached to
No.
Williamstown
No.
seniors. They are literally they built it off their own back.
Yep.
They've got their own ground. They've got a 35s, a 45s,
Yep.
a 55s, a 85s. I mean, a few of them down on players because a
Yep.
few of them had a few heart attacks
No
during
longer
the year.
with us.
They've got a women's team.
Yep.
So it's all bloody happening at Williamstown Super Rules in Altona.
What colours do they wear? They don't wear the traditional Williamstown colours, the blue and the
They
yellow.
do wear the blue and the yellow.
So they're trying as bloody...
They're trying to nudge in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Proud club, Williamstown.
With the seagulls?
Not sure what they were. No.
Very windy down there.
It's fucking windy down at Williamstown. I'll give you the tip right off the bay there, that breeze. But it caught up with the blokes, and about 20 blokes are coming in. They're having a feed.
Yep.
I'm going to get up and do some comedy. And
Just yourself, or is it a
just
comedy
myself.
night? Oh, yeah.
Just myself. So yeah, it's one of those ones where you just, and I'm up first, so you never know how it's going to go. These blokes going to warm up, but
And last. When you're the only act, you're on
well, that's right.
first and last.
I know. I know. There's nothing else on. But
No.
anyway, so about 20 of them rock in, and a few blokes give me a bit of dirt. I'm chatting to. You just get a good vibe when you can have a chat to people beforehand. There's when people actually come up to you.
What's your rule when people give you dirt? Are you using it?
I'll put it in the back of the mind. I think early on in I went a bit too hard on the dirt, and sometimes if you don't use it right, people just look at you like crickets, like.
No, yeah, you got to be very careful. I've backed right off on dirt. I find my own dirt. I tend to dig for my own dirt. And, because someone comes up, and I'm sure we've touched on this before on the pod. Like someone comes up and goes, "Oh, mate, Johnny, just get into Johnny. Johnny's
split with his wife last year."
Well, they don't even say that. They just said, "Make sure you hang shit on Johnny. He's a real smart ass." And like, where's Johnny? How's Johnny going? And Johnny's in a fucking wheelchair. He's had both legs removed.
Yeah,
he's,
and he's still
in a
been
neck
a smart
brace.
ass.
His wife's left him.
Johnny doesn't want to be spoken.
No, Johnny's life's not going great, and you're here hanging shit on Johnny. So that's why you want to choose yourself. You want to see for yourself.
That's right. I think as a comic, you sort of get used to reading people. There's certain people you can sort of read and go, I think I'll back off here.
Yeah, not everyone has that ability. Like if the person that's giving you the dirt might not have that ability. They might think it's hilarious to hang shit on Johnny, but Johnny's Johnny's fucking not going great.
No, he's not going well.
It's the last thing he needs.
No, leave Johnny alone. Poor Johnny. Here's Johnny. He's not happy. Bam, 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 it's your bam, bam. Here's Johnny.
I know every word of that song. What was it from? It was from a movie, wasn't it? Here's Johnny.
No, that's
that?
Jack Nicholson, but I don't think in the 70s when
that song wasn't from the movie, but here's Johnny's from...
Yeah, Jack Nicholson. Was it
What's
Psycho or something?
No, not Psycho. Psycho is the one where Mummy was sitting up in the rocking chair up in the window, and he owned the hotel. What was the name of the hotel?
I don't know.
Bates Hotel?
Could have been.
Master Bates.
Yeah.
Master Bates Hotel.
Anyway, so...
every hotel's Master Bates Hotel.
Oh, it is. Yeah. Bloody get amongst it. So anyway, so I'm chatting to a few people beforehand, and they go, "Yeah, rip on this guy. Look at this bloke. There's a little Italian sort of looking dude. He had the mustache, and he looked like Mario,
Yep.
one of the Mario brothers, Super Mario. So I ripped shit on him, and I was chatting to one bloke before the gig, and he said, "Oh, I coach the women's team, and fuck me, mate. They don't listen. They don't do this. They don't do that." And they said they had a pretty average year, or whenever he coached them. And anyway, and I'm going into some stuff about doing the IVF, and chat to one of the blokes down the front. Mark, his name was, and
Marky Mark
and the Funky Bunch. He starts saying, I had to do IVF, and we sort of riffed a bit on jizzing into a cup and all that, which was good. And then I kept pushing a bit too hard. I said, "Oh yeah, how many kids you got?" This and that. I said, and everyone's like, "Ooh, I don't know, Marky." Marky didn't end up having kids from the IVF. He spent all the money and got fuck all. So, so I pulled back there, but Marky was...
Might have pulled back a bit late.
I pulled back a bit late. I should have fucking pulled back earlier.
Yeah.
Which is what you don't want to do when you're doing IVF.
No.
But, anyway, but he had a good laugh. I had a good chat
got
to
a
him
laugh.
after, and then I got chatting to the bloke who coached the women's team, who said they weren't listening, and we had a shit season, whatever. And I said, "Oh, what do you do, mate?" He goes, "Oh, I'm a fitter." I said, "Oh, is that like welding?" He goes, No, I just fix stuff." I said, "Well, you couldn't fix the fucking women's team. What's going on there? That bought the house down. And that was good. That was good. I ended up doing my spot there. It went great. I wanted to stay around and have a few beers with him. I had something to eat. I had one beer, but then I had to duck off to a gig in Fitzroy.
Ooh, Fitzroy, not my cup of latte coffee out there.
No.
When I think of the worst suburb to gig in, this is a stereotype, but Fitzroy would be it, I think.
Well, I did one in Fitzroy, an open mic at the Rochester Hotel the night before.
Did my first ever gig at the Rochester
Did
Hotel.
you really? How'd it go?
I went back.
Yeah, okay.
Didn't destroy me.
No, that's good. Well, I did it on the Thursday, and there was a crew of young English blokes who were good vibe.
Yeah.
Good vibe there, because I spoke to Johnny Katz. He said he did the Rochester 1 week, and last time he did, he goes, "Fuck that, I am never gigging in Fitzroy again. They are fucking pretentious fucking flogs." Here. So anyway, but I did the Rochester on the Thursday. I've gone out to Altona to the Willie Super Rules. Couldn't have gone better. Boys loved it. I loved it. Great group of blokes chatting, doing this, finish my spot, have something to eat, grab a beer, go, "All right, boys, I got to go. I can't hang around. I'd love to, but I got to go out to bloody, where was it? It was the Belfry in Fitzroy.
Didn't you just say it was the Rochester?
No, that was the Thursday.
Oh.
I got another gig in Fitzroy on the Friday.
Oh, doubling up.
Yeah. Did I explain that all right, or not really?
Oh, probably.
Not.
Out, yeah.
Anyway, so turn up to the Belfry, the Fitzroy Comedy Club. Walk in, good vibe. Okay, this is all right. Feels you walk up the stairs and you sort of look in. It looks like a comedy club. They've set it up all right. But
It
then
doesn't matter what it fucking looks like. It's the people in those seats.
Wow.
That's what matters.
There was a show beforehand. They start filing out, and then the new crowd starts filing in. And I'm going, all right. Woman, and I'm maybe not even woman, girls, young girls.
Wouldn't even over there. I wouldn't even be taking a risk saying their sexuality.
Well, yeah, you got to be she, her, or he,
she,
him.
her, him, they.
He, him, they. Yeah, but most of them sort of, I think they were on the side of they weren't transitioning.
Oh,
so
that's good.
That's good.
It's a start.
That's good, but it's still not my cup of tea. With I counted 20 people.
Yep.
16 girls, 4 blokes.
Age?
Yeah, 20s.
Okay.
20s
yeah.
ago. This isn't, and I'm.
And Fitzroy.
So I'm going, this is all right. No, Evo can work. He's got some good jokes. I mean, he's not
for them, he hasn't.
No. Well,
not for them.
All right, but I'm thinking, all right, it's not my crowd, but I reckon, I've got some good jokes. So I'm going to make this work. So I'm on first, MC, he does his bit, brings me on. Clap. By the time I've got to the mic, dead. Okay, this is geez, you died off pretty quick there.
They don't even
guys.
like the look of you.
They don't like the look of me, mate. I'm wearing a T-shirt. I'm wearing jeans. I look like a bloke. I look like a Hire-A-Hubby. They're not into it.
I don't mind seeing you if you're popping around to fix the bloody leaky shower, but not to sit and watch you do 15 minutes of bloody cock jokes.
It's only like 7 minutes.
7 minutes of jizzing in a cup.
Nah, well, I thought I'm not doing that material. I'm working on some stuff. So I opened with my my opener, which is all killed at Willie Super Rules. It's been going well all week. I opened with that. Hit the punchline. Crickets. All right.
Is there anything worse?
All right. I admit you're in your fucking 20s, but you can still appreciate a good joke, but they couldn't. So then I started chatting to the crowd. Oh, how old are you? Oh, I'm 20. All right, this is fucked. Going to my other bits. They're not going with it. At one point, I had to explain the joke, which is never great.
No, it's not a good sign.
Not a good sign. Then come to the old callback from the first joke. Nothing. So I took it right up the arse.
So they'd already mentally blocked that first bit out, so the callback was never going to work.
Wow, that's the problem, isn't it? Yeah, because if the first bit doesn't work and they're not going with that, I don't know if they're bloody appreciating the callback at the end.
Nah, they don't want to. They don't want to be called back.
No,
they don't want to remember that first joke. It was shit.
Yeah. The only thing they want to call is fucking me to get called off the fucking stage. That's all they want. So bang, 7 minutes. Took it up the arse, and I just go, what are these people? What do they want? It was a free gig. It's a free gig, but they booked tickets. Like, what are they expecting to see? I don't get it.
Is there any other industry where you can do pretty much the same thing and have two
totally different
experiences? It's like if a plumber turns up to a house and there's a blocked toilet. One day he goes in, bingo, bango, unblocks the toilet, presses the flush button, work. He has a great experience, almost a euphoric experience.
Wow.
He has a couple of beers afterwards.
Yeah, that was good.
About 40, 50 people that were queuing to do a shit come up to him and go, mate, that was fantastic.
Can you sign my tits?
Can you sign the toilet roll?
Yep.
You're the best. We've seen some of the best plumbers in the world, and we reckon you're better. You're going to be one of the best plumbers in the world.
Yeah.
And then you get in your car and you go to a house. Toilet looks the same. You go to unplug it. It's the same situation. The fucking shit flies back
everywhere.
You got shit in your mouth. You got shit all over your face. You actually shit yourself.
Yep. It's a lot of shit.
The owner of the house comes and says,
"What the fuck are you
I'm
doing?
not paying you to do this. You're a fucking piece of shit." And you got shit everywhere, and you got to walk out, and the 40 people that are waiting to do a shit are all looking at you going, "We need to do a shit. We came out to here to do a shit, and
we
now
didn't
we can't
pay
shit."
any money.
Yeah. So, and then you get in your car and you drive home with covered in shit. And it's the same thing. Toilet looked the same. It was the same. It was blocked the same. So I don't think other occupations are having such different experiences with the same routine.
Same routine. So yeah, but I sort of walk away from those ones now. And years ago it would have got on top of me, but now I'm like, yeah, fuck you, Fitzroy.
Yeah,
I hope you fucking burn to the ground, you piece of shit.
Fuck, they couldn't even. There's a reason the footy team got out of there. It was fucking. They didn't want to be
Brisbane.
Mate,
Fuck this.
Fitzroy had plenty of money. They had a great team. They had bloody Hoggy, Dougie Barwick.
Yeah.
They were going great guns.
Darryl Baldock, no, he's
Mickey
Who
Conlon.
am I thinking? Mickey
Conlon.
Mickey Conlon.
Alistair
he was
Lynch.
big. Alistair Lynch. Scott Clayton. He was big.
I
love Fitzroy.
They just hated the fucking suburb.
That's
they
it.
wanted
Get
to get
me
a bit
out
of
of
sun, get out of that bloody concrete jungle full of. Oh, except it was probably fine back then.
It was working class back then. They had a joint called the Workers Club. Well, I tell you, all the workers now, they're just bloody on Centrelink doing fuck all, pouring coffee. So go get fucked, Fitzroy.
Over talkers, underachievers.
That's it, mate. So I just don't know what they wanted. Like, yeah.
Not you.
So anyway, but Willie Super Rules, get around it, and good times. Good times. But that was it.
Good.
Mate.
That's good. I got one for you, and I'll get onto my beanie. This is a very rare beanie that I'm wearing. This is a collector's item.
It's real rare.
I'll I'll discuss this at the end.
Okay, jump on the YouTube.
Trying to get a few extra listeners by wearing this beanie just quietly. It's very rare as hen's teeth. But anyway, got a bit of a bee in my ball bag about something. So I'm at home doing my thing. As you know, I do a lot of late night driving home from gigs. You know, you see things. You're getting tired at the end of the night. You listen to podcasts. You're swerving across the road.
Moving.
Hitting a few pedestrians,
and
so forth. At home the other day, having a chat with my wife. She picked up an envelope, pulled it out. I go, what is it? She said, you got a speeding fine. And I was like, fuck, because I'm normally pretty good. I'm not
cruise control.
Cruise control? Yeah, I've got cruise control. You set
it like 3 Ks over?
Yeah, yep. Roughly 3 Ks over. That's sort of my general rule. Even 2.
No, sometimes 1.
I'm not a risk taker.
No.
When it comes to that. Because, well, firstly, I've got a theory that how many points do you get? 12?
12, I think.
Yeah. I reckon it is insane that fucking Mohammed Bagush,
who's driving for a living,
who fucking drives 23 hours a day, 8 days a week.
He should get more points.
In his cab.
Yep.
Gets the same amount of points as fucking Glenda, the 97-year-old ex-librarian who drives twice a year to go and pick up her medication from the hospital, which is 130 metres down the street.
Must give her a big stash of medication when she goes.
Big stash, yeah, because she hates getting
behind
the wheel.
Bring your suitcase, Glenda. We're going to load you up this time. We don't want to see you for 6 months.
Like, I got a theory that you should put your Ks in at the end of the year, and they go, all right, Mohammed, we're going to give you 160 points because you're doing a lot of driving.
Yep.
Glenda, you got 1 point. Don't fuck it up, all right?
You fuck up on the way to the hospital.
Yeah.
You lost your licence, you old mole.
So, so Glenda, sorry, babe, you can't be doing fucking doughies at the front of the house because you've only got 1 point.
Yep.
Mohammed, fucking cut sick, mate. You've earned it. You got a few. You still got to
pay
a
few points in the bank.
Don't get me wrong. You still got to pay the fine.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
but it's the
points. You don't lose the licence.
Yeah. So anyway, so I said, oh, fuck, what was I doing? She said it was in the Burnley Tunnel.
Oh,
so, fuck.
How'd you fuck that up? Didn't you stay with the green line? There's a green line in the Burnley Tunnel. So so for those of you who haven't been through the Burnley Tunnel, you drive through it and there's like lines, a green line there's a heap of green lines and that's the speed. So you stay with the green line. It's like the.
I thought you had to try and beat the green line.
Well, sometimes you do. And this is where you get into trouble. It's like the line for the world record.
Yeah.
In the pool, it's like that. You got to stick with it.
Yeah. I remember.
You're not going to beat the world record.
Remember Science Works in Williamstown, where we used to race that Kathy Freeman over the 100, and that was meant to be real high tech shit, and it was just this digital. Kathy Freeman. You try and beat that.
How do you reckon the Kathy Freeman would go now?
Not so good.
No, you'd be able to beat her now. She's
she's not breaking any world records.
Might have lost some of those fast twitch fibres
at the moment, and she's not wearing the suit either.
No.
So anyway, so I thought you had to beat the green line, and I got out all proud. I was like, "Fucking,
I'll beat the green. I beat 3 green lines.
I passed 112 of them.
Yeah.
So anyway, I said, well, that's fucked. I thought I'm normally pretty careful through the tunnel. Well, how fast was I going? And she said, you were going 51 kilometres. And I was like, what? And 80. She said, I said, it's 80. And she goes, oh, no, it says here it's a 40 zone. So it's and I tell you what they fucking do, because I've always wondered this.
Yep.
When there's permanent, and this is important information for everyone at home. Sometimes you get to the end of these episodes.
Not if you're in Sydney.
No, I think it would be.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this is probably Australia-wide. I know a lot of people probably get to the end of these episodes and you think, you know what?
I'm dumb.
I'm nearly fucking dumber for having listened to that dog shit. But today you're going to learn something. Because I've always thought, you see the permanent, there's permanent...
lane closures.
No, permanent speed cameras.
Yeah.
There's a couple in the tunnel, out on the Hume Highway. I always wondered if there was roadworks within that area, does that permanent camera automatically go from 80 to 40? Or is it just stuck on 80 and they just fucking have to deal with it?
I would have thought that.
No. Well, that's where I've been done. So it's a roadwork, and I was done at 2:37 in the morning.
Oh, Just
So-
give me a break.
So there's roadworks on there, so that's why it's been pushed down from 80 to 40.
There's 3 cars on the road.
I reckon I'm the only car on the
Yeah,
fucking road.
you've
And I've
got
probably,
a tyre under your fucking car.
Yeah, I'm trying to work out why I'm fucking. Sounds like I've got a fucking person stuck under my car. So, actually, it'd be interesting to find out if it was that night.
You would have had it by now.
I
I
would have
reckon.
had it by
I
now,
reckon.
probably.
Yeah.
So the only fucking road work that would in any way require slowing down to 40 is the sign that says fucking 40. That's the only thing. There's no people working at 2:37 in the morning. There's no
Were
signs
they doing
up.
night roadworks? Aren't there sometimes blokes fucking looking at the... I don't know what they're looking
Not at 2:37 in the morning.
Well, there are if they... that's why they work at night, because they're not going to do that during the middle of the day because they can't afford to shut
On
down
a Saturday
the lane.
night, Sunday morning.
Yeah, well, that's when they do it. That's when they build all the East Link tunnels and shit like that out on the way. Yeah, I reckon there must have been someone doing something.
Okay.
I think you might have been half asleep on this one, Timmy.
Mm.
Well, you must have seen it. You must have
Well,
seen
I
it.
don't remember.
Well, you slowed to 51, so you must have seen it.
That's a good point. So there must have
Yeah.
been something that made me slow down.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yep.
But fuck me.
I
I mean,
know. 40's very slow,
yeah.
especially
it's
when you're
very
going
slow.
downhill a bit.
Yeah,
Bloody-
yeah. And I think it's
And at that time of night, you just like,
it's $440.
oh,
That's a lot of money.
Fucking oath, mate.
They must be rolling in it.
Oh, they are.
Fuck them.
They are. It's bullshit, mate. You think you just can't win these days, Tim?
Mm.
How you meant to? You can't. You
My
can't
wife's
win.
mum once got a speeding fine and wrote him a letter. Said she was busting to go to the toilet and got off it.
Okay.
So keep that one up your sleeve.
Yeah. So she got off.
Got off.
Jeez, do you reckon it was maybe the age thing?
Yeah.
I don't know if you sort of
If I
said
could pull it off.
you could pull
Going
it off.
home at 2:37 in the morning.
Yeah, I was busting. I was fucking blind,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah.
I was about to piss myself
Well,
out.
just tell him, get him to listen to the podcast, Gal. I've driven from fucking Henty,
Yeah.
guys. I bloody...
I've had 40 uppers,
yeah, 35
8,000
Dexies.
minties.
I've had 4 litres of Red Bull.
I can barely see
Surprised I wasn't going 160.
I can't feel my hands and can barely see the fucking steering wheel. How am I going to see a sign that says 40 kilometres an hour?
Can't do it.
It's a miracle I'm even made it home.
That's right.
Yeah, you should be
Yeah.
paying me $400.
That's it. Give
So
me the money.
anyway,
That's not good, mate.
No, but I hadn't thought about the fact that I slowed down. So maybe I was
Yeah.
obviously, yeah.
So how many points you reckon you got left?
I don't reckon I've lost points for ages.
I went through a big stage when I first got my licence. I was just speeding like a maniac. I wasn't
Yeah.
wearing seatbelts. I
Yep.
was and I lost all my points.
Did you lose it?
I lost my licence.
Did you?
Yep.
Didn't know. Good on you.
Yep.
How long for?
I had to go. Well, I had the option. I said, I could
yeah.
go. It's a real gamble. I might have said this, but there's the option of the 12 months without losing a point. I thought, well, fucking, I'll lose that in a week. So I just took 3 months without.
You took the 3 months?
I took the 3 months, mate. I'm not much of a gambling man.
No.
I'm not. I said as much as me
Grow
boss.
some fucking
Me
balls out.
boss. Well, I reckon me boss was like, grow some fucking balls because I couldn't drive the bloody work truck for 3 months. He had to drive. I'm bloody 21 years old and I'm riding to work. I rode my mountain bike from Mooralbach to Toonside Park. I'm stealing people's papers on the way to work. And
How frustrating as a boss that you are putting him you are fucking just being such a pain in the ass.
oh yeah,
Completely inconveniencing him, and all you had to do was not speed for 3 months.
I couldn't
you-
fucking.
and
No,
you- and you-
12 months.
Ah, fuck
12
it.
months.
Forget about that.
No,
Yeah,
because
no
then
chance.
it's double. If you so it's double or nothing. So if you get a speeding fine or lose any point in that 12 months, then you get 6 months.
What's the 3 months bit thing?
Well, the 3 months is you take it on the chin,
I cop it on the chin.
cop it on the chin.
they've
3
got to be the
months of-
same.
yeah.
It's got to be 3 months and 3 months.
Nah, well that's how they suck you in, because then they go, oh, if you drive for 12 months and not lose a point, you're sweet, but if you lose a point, 6 months. And the way I was losing points, mate,
You couldn't. You didn't
No
feel you could
fucking
adjust.
way I
No,
could have.
You were set in your ways.
I was, mate.
Nah,
I was,
No, I reckon that's pretty crook. Do you reckon? Because you would have to get pulled over. Oh, you didn't have a girlfriend at the time. You didn't have. Or could your mum or grandma have taken your
oh,
points?
Mum had already almost ballsed her licence up because she took so many points for me.
Fuck me.
Yeah,
Had a bit of a lead foot.
Yeah. Oh, mate, I was like I used to drive because I was the first few years I was driving from Moorabuk to Port Melbourne for training.
Yep.
Mate, I'd do 140 down the Eastern on the way home.
Jesus.
Oh, mate. Well, it's an hour. Like
No, not for you, it's not.
No, it's not. Well, I had to get
15 minutes.
I had to get it down, mate. So, yeah. So, oh, mate, I was hopeless. Yeah. But I've learnt my lesson now.
Yeah. No, that you have. And you got through you got through 3 months. So did you get all your points back after 3 months?
Well, of course I got through the 3 months because I wasn't driving.
Oh, yeah, good point.
How's this though? One day, so I'm at home. I'm still living at home. My sister's at home. My parents they're not at home. They're out at this stage.
You've lost your licence.
I've lost my licence. I said to my sister, I had to go down the shop and get something. I said, Megs, can you drive us down the street? I need to get some lunch for tomorrow for work. She said, nah, I'm not driving you. I said, just bloody drive us. She said, I'm not driving you. I said, fuck this. So I got the keys. I've jumped in the ute. I burned down the bloody, I probably sped then as well.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, you want to do it quick so you don't get caught.
Do it quick before Mum or Dad get home.
Yeah.
I drive down to Coles. I grab what I have to do. I go to pull in the driveway. Dad's fucking car's there. And at this stage, Dad, he's not a fan of me.
He's at the end of his tether.
He's at the end of his tether. Like I fucked up. I had me 21st, and there were fights at me 21st. We lost the bond. I'm wrestling one of my best mates at me 21st on the ground.
Blues at your 21st.
Yeah, there's smashed glasses everywhere.
That's not your fault.
Was that the
mate.
Croydon Golf Club?
The standards at a golf club are too high.
Oh,
For
mate, I looked out. Where you look out from the clubhouse, you look down on the putting green. There's fucking fists flying. There's bloody blokes. It was.
Well, because you had people from different.
It was trade school blokes fucking up and getting smart, and a few of me schoolmates.
Yeah, you don't mix the schoolmates and the trade.
No,
trade
at
boys.
that age, everyone's bloody full of testosterone.
Full of piss and full of testosterone.
Yeah, so Dad's not happy about that. I've lost my licence. I pull up the drive. I go, this isn't going to be good. No. This isn't going to be good.
Maybe he didn't notice the car missing.
Maybe. Where's Evo? Has he got that car out of here? So there's no temptation not to drive it.
He's a good kid. Someone's stolen our car, and Evan's gone to try and find the person that stole it.
That's it.
He's a good kid.
He's a good kid. So, all right. So I pull up. I know I'm fucking in trouble here. And I just see him standing at the front door. And I go, I had to go down the street and buy something. What part of you don't have a license don't you understand? I'm like, I just had to go. What part of you don't have a license, don't you? He just kept saying that. I walked through. I thought, fuck, he's going to hit me here. He's going to hit me. But I just walked past. I fucking flinched and ducked. And he put the fear of God in me. So fair to say I didn't drive again after that.
No.
But,
jeez.
You're scary, man. You're old, man. Did he ever scare you?
Nah, scared him.
There's something about Dad where
he's a big boy.
He's a fucking big unit.
Yeah.
And he's Bucky. He's got the eyes and he's mental.
About a man that puts a fucking pallet in the back of a ute to put fucking brooms in that doesn't fucking.
He doesn't give a fuck
about
rules.
Here's a man that would have no issue killing his son because he doesn't give a fuck.
He's taken that pallet off, actually.
Has he?
Yeah, he's taken it off. Think, fuck.
Do we ever get a photo of it?
Yeah, I got a photo of it.
Good. Put it up.
I think I did, but I'll put it up again.
I don't follow it.
No, you're not even on it.
I don't know how to.
Oh, Jesus, you're hopeless.
Yeah,
You're hopeless. You go again.
Plenty more to. Hang on, what do we go for time?
We're at 43 minutes or so.
43, still got time.
Yeah, we've still got a bit of time, mate. It's good.
So what do we?
So did you even mention the Osbourne?
Osbourne. Okay, so one thing about.
Let's talk about Osbourne.
So
let's get
great club,
deep.
Great club, and I've.
It's where Adam Schneider played.
What? It was never mentioned.
Well, maybe they're trying to forget.
Maybe. But
maybe they've moved on.
You got to.
You have to.
Anyway, I reckon I've found the two ingredients or two examples of why, because they're a great club. I went to Finley the other week. Great club.
What's the Osbourne? What are they?
Well, funny you say that. The hat.
The
The
ostriches.
helmet. Because they were the Tigers.
Because they stick their neck out. The
No,
ostriches.
that's not it. They were the Tigers for years. They wear the yellow and black, the Tigers jumpers. Simple as that. And but anyway, then they changed leagues, and there was the Tigers in that league.
That's
So
tough.
for a very short period of time, they became the Ostriches. And it wouldn't have been my first choice.
I don't know if they've really brainstormed that one.
No, that one. Not sure if that one went to the committee.
They really have stuck their neck out with that
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
God,
Oh,
maybe chop the fucking head off.
So the Aussie. I'm an Aussie.
Aussie ostrich?
Oh, that's it.
Oh, I reckon that's why it is.
Aussie
ostrich.
Aussie Ostrich.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
it
played
would have
another-
been very big back. So I
Another
don't know
team
when it
called
was.
the Dicky Knees.
The Dicky Net, yeah.
Daryl
good.
Summers.
And he was umpiring with that voiceover.
Red kept gonging them.
He kept give him red cards.
Red
So anyway, so they became the Ostriches, and then there couldn't have been another fucking Ostriches.
Oh,
but then
I'm tipping there's no
Imagine
other
that.
AFL team in the history of the world that's been named the Ostriches.
but anyway, then they had to become the Cats for some reason. I
Right.
don't know why. But anyway, and then they're back to the Tigers, but they had a bit of a fucking identity crisis for a while there. But anyway, I was talking to
They got to change song and everything.
Ostriches. Not much rhymes with Ostriches.
No.
We're
We're
from
the
Ostriches.
Oh, we're from Osbourne. We are the Aussie
No,
ostriches.
they'd be yellow and black.
Yeah.
We're the Ostriches
Aussies.
from old. The Ostriches of old.
Do.
That does not roll off the dick.
Do.
So anyway,
We're pecking and poking.
and we're jabbing, we're laying eggs, and we're from ostrich, yellow and
Are
black.
they even Australian ostriches?
Emus, though.
Emus, yeah. They're fucking, I don't know.
I once went to took the kids to this farm my wife and I just out of Melbourne, and had this big bag of seed. And have you ever been up close to an emu? They are fucking
They're
terrifying.
Massive, yeah.
They could just pick a fucking eyeball out
and they wouldn't even
in the blink of an eye.
You wouldn't even know about it.
You wouldn't
Where'd
see
my
it.
eyeball go?
You wouldn't see it coming.
Nah.
You certainly wouldn't see it going because
No.
you wouldn't have any eyeballs.
The things with animals, they're just so unpredictable.
Oh.
Like those bloody emus.
Mate, their fucking head. It was like a fucking snake, big hairy snake's head, and it was right up, and it just fucking went poof, over the fence and just ripped this massive bag of seeds out. I let out a
You
scream. I was
squealed.
like, ah! It was fucking terrifying. I was like, kids, let's get in the car. Let's go
get
back
out
to
of
the
here."
city. This joint's fucked.
Yeah.
The country's
Was it
fucked.
Werribee?
Nah, other direction. Anyway, so one without real good fences. Anyway, so I was talking to, I don't know if it was a Prez or I was talking to a guy, and I said, this joint's got flags everywhere. Fucking flags as trophies, you go into a shit, you're wiping your ass with
With a
premiership flags.
That's how many they've won.
They've got as you drive into, it's not even a town, but as you drive towards the ground, they've got, we'll put the picture up. Every premiership, they get a little bit of timber and they write the year on it and they hammer it to a tree.
Okay.
So there's all these, as you're coming in, there's all these trees with these little bits of timber, like probably about 30 centimetres by 10 centimetres, bits of timber with the year written on it. And it might not sound that much, but there's fucking hundreds of them. They're all over the joint. So anyway, I was talking to the Prez and I said, mate, how many flags you won? And he goes, oh, mate, I wouldn't know. And I said, you honestly don't know how many premierships you've won? And he goes, I don't know. I said, and this is what makes them such a good club, and perhaps what makes other clubs such a good club, and perhaps is the ingredient to making a club great.
Not being able to count.
Yeah, being
I don't know.
no education.
No education. I
Have
don't
a
know.
president with no
Can
education.
you just count
Yeah.
the years? Have you ever tried that, champ?
Have a guy.
Goes, I
Yeah.
don't know. I can't even
Yeah.
spell.
Have a supporter that owns
Yeah.
a trophy
I
shop.
thought I was writing emu
Yeah.
and I wrote ostrich. I don't even know how to spell it.
Yeah, this club's fucked. We didn't even win most of those flags. We just bought them. No, so, and he said, and I said, what, you don't know how many senior flags you've won? He goes, oh, senior flags, I could work that out. And I said, and he goes, oh, we just treat every flag the same. He said, whether it's the under 14s netball, the under 18s footy, the reserves, the B grade netball, the seniors. For us, same pride of place in the trophy cabinet, same fucking bit of timber nailed to a tree down the fucking road.
So they're fucking nailing any bits of timber for the under 4 bloody netballers one.
Mate, Jenny wins a fucking meat tray. They're hammering a bit of timber up. Jenny's
Christ.
meat tray, 1947.
Yeah.
Won it with red ticket B46.
There you go.
So
It's ironic. They've got to cut down so many fucking trees to make the little bits of timber. It's going to be one tree, 2 trees finally. Where all the trees go? Oh, we had to cut them all down
Just stick
to
them with other trees.
make the timber because fucking Johnny was 16. He got his first root.
Oh, that's the first one you see, Johnny's first root. That's stuck to the big oak tree on the way in. So you're not impressed with that?
Well, I mean, it would be good for me if I played because I won an under 14s.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Premiership.
So instead of just having one flag every 5 years and 21 blokes that play in that flag that are like, well, that's my club. I'll always be connected to that club. I've got little fucking Trish who's 13, who's just played in the under 14s flag. She's got her picture on the wall with all her under 14 mates, and she feels connected to that club for the rest of her life because she got treated she's allowed to. She got free piss. Yeah.
Well, they're going to bloody have a lot of fucking premiership reunions.
Yeah,
Bloody,
yeah.
They're gonna...
Well, that's it. So everyone is treated the same, and you don't normally get that.
You don't know. There is a thing. The seniors look down at the reserves, and the footballers hate the netballers.
Well,
or just want to bang the
until
netballers.
It's about 10 p.m. and they've had a gut full
Then
of
they
piss.
go, all right, you might be the worst wing defence we've ever had, but
And then I
get on the end of it.
And then and so that was impressive. You don't seem that impressed, but I thought that was like
It is good.
Yeah,
it is good.
And then I said, because there were people everywhere. There were about 200 people at this function, and I said, God,
they're all past premiership players.
Yeah, they were playing the flag in the last 20 minutes. It's out of control. But anyway, so I said, geez, you must sell some piss in a day. You must sell a lot of grog in a day because people come. Got the away teams. It's a lot of you got all netballers, all the grades of footy. And he said, "Oh, we made a decision a few years ago. Get this. This is a big move for a country club.
You're all right.
We don't sell alcohol until 3 p.m." And I said, "What?" And I said, "When are you allowed to?" And he goes, "Oh, mate, we can start selling at 10 a.m. if we want." And I said, "So you don't sell it till 3 p.m. Why is that?" And he said, well, we've all got the volunteers and we're all running around doing stuff. We're all busy. But I was thinking, what about the opposition? What about the twos, or the opposition under 18s and all the supporters? They want to get on the piss. And he said, I said, you're losing so much money, mate. And he said,
it seems
no.
like calling the club the Ostriches isn't the biggest mistake this club's ever made.
Well, then he said, look around. It's midnight. There's 200 people here.
And everyone's not fucking
Everyone's not
blind.
punching on like at Evo's fucking 21st.
It's not Evo's 21st.
Everyone's dad's not fucking waiting for him at home.
I think the problem was we started getting on the piss at 3 p.m.
Yeah.
Or maybe 12.
And he said, so that's one thing. And because people aren't blind at 6 o'clock, which is what you get if people start drinking at 12.
True.
The families come in.
Great.
The kids come in. They've had a little movie room, so they did 167 meals.
Oh.
But some pubs wouldn't do 167 meals in a fucking month.
I know. Yep.
So it wasn't just about, because if I ran a footy club, I'd go like,
booze.
How can we sell as much piss as quickly?
Sell to the 14-year-olds. Give them little tokens.
Yeah. We'll have fucking a glove behind the bar for when people pass out to slap them so we can wake them up to get more piss into them.
We'll have beer tents all around the ground.
Yeah.
Let's just get booze into everyone.
I don't. Yeah. We need alarms. We need spotters for when people get
10 mil left in their drink.
We get them another beer.
That's it.
Like we don't want a second where people aren't sinking piss.
No.
So, but this guy. He thought outside the square. The whole club thought outside the square, thought outside the box, thought laterally, and fuck, one of the most successful clubs I've ever
Well,
stepped into.
no, well, that's...
So Osbourne Footy Club.
Well
bloody,
done.
Take your bloody beanie off that says ostrich and hold your head up high.
Yeah.
So they're playing in the... Well, they finished top, but they lost the granny last year, so their sphincters are starting to get a bit tight. But I reckon they'll do it this year. They've got big fucking fridge head coaching.
Old Fridgie.
Local country footy legend.
A lot of those big country guys, they got the big hands, they got the big shoulders, and sometimes they got some weird fucking shaped heads.
Big heads, yeah.
Big heads.
Big old heads.
Like you could smack him with a 2x4 and he'd be like, fucking, what was that?
I reckon you could nearly shoot Fridgehead in the head.
Yep.
And it'd fuck your gun.
Okay.
Like, it probably wasn't the size of the head. It was just it just looked solid. Just a good looking guy.
You got a photo of Fridgehead?
Good looking guy.
Yeah.
For
all those country
for
guys.
a fridge.
For a fridge.
Yeah, good looking fridge.
Nice.
Yeah. So, but was I mentioning about the pinheads? Or was that before?
That was before. That was before we started.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mentioned the old pennies.
Oh, we just sort of worked out on the night that he was hanging around with guys with very small heads, and maybe he wasn't such a fridge head. He just hung around pinheads. So,
Well, that's right.
I've got to
That's why
establish
if
that
you've
he's
got
got
a smaller penis, you hang around
with kids. Yeah.
Yeah, make yours look half reasonable.
Oh, that's why I've got a strict rule. I am only ever seen naked with young
5-year-olds.
boys.
Yeah.
Yep. That's
that's a good
it's
rule.
A little rule I live
Good
by.
rule
and
to
it's,
live by.
Certainly going to see me doing some
Hard time.
pretty hard time.
Yeah, you think the speeding fine's the worst of your fucking problems.
That's nothing.
Wait till you...
I won't be losing any points because I'll be behind bars.
That's right. There you go.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so yeah, we're going for
No, it's
time.
good. Wow,
So
we're
yeah,
sort of
Osbourne
right
Footy
on
Club.
it.
I
Yeah,
really
well
hope you
done.
can
No,
bloody-
that is great. And I think that is a big thing because a lot of the times, you get to a football club. If you're not playing ones, they don't want to know about you.
No, and there's sometimes
So
a
there's
divide.
a lot of people who
and
aren't playing ones.
No,
A
there's
lot of
only
people on the cusp.
21 playing ones.
That's right.
Yeah.
All of them are getting overpaid and only getting a game because they're sort of getting paid big. They're not living up to their fucking potential or their paycheck.
All
So
their paycheck. It's one thing
I
that
was
really... It's a big difference between the country and the city, and maybe I've touched on this before.
yeah, I have.
About-
But
have
go
I?
again. Go again.
About the generations.
Oh yeah.
Have I done that?
Yeah, do it again.
Oh, you can't I love city clubs, but there's people who are there for a very long time, and there's a lot of people that come and go. You know, they do their 2 years, their
They
3
blow in,
years,
they
their
blow
7
out.
years, they're out. But you go to those clubs like Osbourne and Henty and
Other ones.
other ones, and they're just generations. You got the kid over there, but that probably helps that they breed every fucking 15 years.
That's true. It helps if you got 15 kids. If you can't get a decent footballer out of 15.
Yeah, and they
a
most of the
chance.
girls fall pregnant. Probably year 7. So
Yep.
you can
A lot of
you
kids.
can get 7 or 8 generations in the one footy term on
That's
occasions. But that's what it's all about. Just pumping out. Considering they breed so much, why is there no one in those fucking towns?
Oh, well, they soon realise that if they don't want to be a farmer,
Time to move on.
time to fucking move on. There's not
Maybe
much
a
in
lot of
Osborne
them-
for me.
Maybe they lose a lot to.
Well, if you want to go to uni,
Yeah.
if you want to bloody, as you said, unless you got 15 kids and you're stuck in the town, married to Fridgehead.
It's a good point. Yeah, because
Yeah.
for how many kids are running around, you think there'd be fucking... I could go back there in 5 years and there'd be 1 million people in the town.
Yeah, but you can't sustain that. You
No.
need,
Need infrastructure.
What's Nick Cody had a joke where
Yeah, it was
cities get bigger because they're good, where small towns
if they were any
Don't.
good, they'd become
they
cities.
become cities.
Yeah,
yeah,
they're small towns because they're shit.
because they're shit. Well, you need someone to go. All right, let's put a uni there. Let's build some stuff.
But sometimes small towns like Byron Bay, like Geelong, Torquay,
They're getting bigger now.
Bright.
They're
They're growing.
They're growing,
They're
mate.
growing.
Yep.
Osborne's not growing. There's nothing there.
No,
They're
it's
getting a lot more bits of timber.
Oh, shitload. Yeah, but how many?
staple.
What is there? 4 teams in the comp? What's going on?
No, it's not. It's a full.
Okay,
it's a full comp. Yeah,
full comp.
Full
Okay.
comp. Fair
Oh,
bit of
that's
travelling too. So
Yep.
anyway, so thanks very much, Osbourne Footy Club, home
on
of the
yous.
mighty Ostriches. Yeah, good luck, and yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Well, I reckon, yeah, we're bloody on the knocker here, mate. So
on the knocky knock.
on the knocker. So, hey, mate, bloody, hey, so keep. I'll put a thing on the Patreon about what you guys want to see, what the Bantitos want to see, because we've got a few Tommy times up there. We just
I think I'm getting a bit of Tommy times. I'm getting a bit of a
rhythm.
I had a theory that I spoke about, and I won't give away too much. You've got to be a Patreon member. That I got a little theory, and I talk about it for about 20 minutes. That no one commits a crime, or look, about 90% of bad things. Maybe I'd even say 95% done by men.
Oh,
You
definitely.
know, you're talking.
We're
yeah,
scumbags.
Yeah, look, if it was all women, there wouldn't be world wars. There'd be no bashings, no
No.
fights, no one would speed.
No.
So, and I had this theory that men don't really do anything bad after a wank because they couldn't be fucked.
Oh, you couldn't be bothered. No.
So I got a theory.
Yeah.
You little, just little wank marquees all over the city.
Yeah, that's not bad.
So
It's
whenever
not bad.
there's a group of guys about to carjack a car or something, they say, "All right, boys,
Maybe a wank.
maybe just duck
wank
into the
bus.
wank marquee and
Just let off some steam.
yeah, and by all means, if you still want to carjack them after you've all rubbed one out, so be it. But all right, and so all the boys go in, rub one out, they come out, say, boys, you still want to carjack that car? And
So
they'd be like, you know what,
I can't even stand up.
we're just going to head home and Netflix and chill, I think.
Yep.
Maybe grab some Maccas on the way home and call it a night.
Call it a night.
There'd be a lot more crime. So before
Lot
you
less
did,
crime.
a lot less crime, unless wanking's a crime.
Well, yeah, maybe. You'd
Yeah.
need a permit for it, I think.
No,
For wank
well,
tents.
that's where the law, you would have to legalise public masturbation. So it's
Dan
got
Andrews gonna do that?
look, it's got some, it's got a few hoops to get through yet. But yeah, so I really get on into that for about 20 minutes. I got some theories and about how we can completely wipe out crime and just make the world a better place through the art of public masturbation.
I'm tipping you might have got a few speeding fines while you're ripping through that, mate. Driving
Yeah.
down the highway.
She was something else.
Yeah. But yeah. So, thanks for tuning in. Jump on the Instagram. Get on the YouTube. What gigs? We've got to mention our gigs. What gigs you got coming up, mate? Because people keep going, we missed you. Where were you? I didn't know you were there. What's happening?
Oh, I don't know. But I'm playing footy on Saturday in the Dad's game. So
Okay, well, I
if
don't
you-
think anyone's going to go
No.
there and watch that.
Well, maybe they will. So
Maybe.
pop down.
Whereabouts?
Centenary Park.
Okay. Where's that?
Saturday, 2:00. Actually, don't come down. That could be pretty fucking disastrous.
Dad's game.
Dad's game. St.
Oh.
Peter's versus St. Paul's.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a bloody bloodbath down there.
I'm sure it will be. Bloody
If you
St.
if you
Peter's,
consider
St. Paul.
40 blokes doing their hemis a bloodbath,
Oh,
then
yeah.
it's going to need an ice bath.
Fellas, don't have a wank beforehand.
No.
You won't be able to do anything.
How would you go having a wank and then having to play footy?
Oh, shit ass. You bloody jocks would be stuck to your fucking...
Mm.
Yeah, you'd be all claggy.
Yeah,
all
right.
clagged up. So,
This
yeah,
is,
we're really dying off there, mate. We need to bloody just end the episode. So tell your friends about it. Actually, I spoke to Boise. Boise hit me up from... he's Mulgrave, man. He came to the live pod.
Good
He
man.
reckons the Baronia boys are travelling pretty nicely this this season.
I was talking about going out and watching the Peninsula League semi. Maybe we go and see the Baronia
Maybe
boys.
we go see the Baronia boys. So he said, what
Would
did
we
he
put them
say?
off?
I think the Sheens dropped a lot off us with the Baronia boys.
They're not even.
I don't know if they're
Are they
still
listening?
listening. I don't got no idea.
I
got
guess
no idea.
it's only- yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. So Boise, he coaches against the Baronia boys.
Okay.
He said this year they're a cut above everyone else. So, and he reckons good blokes to play against and
Yep.
good blokes to have a beer with after the game.
Okay.
So,
well,
but
wouldn't have thought that.
no, they seem to get pretty lippy after that live pod.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was a bit later on.
Yeah. Maybe they're not drinking on the footy field. Maybe they're just cocks when they drink. Because I tell you what, for someone that group of five blokes that five blokes that made the effort to travel into the city, watch our show. For 3 hours afterwards, they didn't have a nice word to fucking say to us. They were really hanging some shit on us. I was about to fight back until I found out that one of them was some fucking jiu-jitsu master or something. I thought, I'll let it slide. Yeah. I'll let it slide.
Nah, that's all right. Yeah, that's good. So a bit of pressure on the Baroni boys, but good luck, fellas. Good luck. Hope you bring home the flag and nail a bit
of the Baroni boys or Bugsy.
Boise, I don't know if
Bugsy or Booger.
Oh, well, I think Boise. I don't know if they're still in the finals.
Okay.
But, but there's a bit of pressure on them. Bit of pressure on the Baroni boys. So don't choke, boys.
Don't choke. I've got a couple of spare weekends. We should go and watch the granny.
Yeah, we'll get out there.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's enough of this shit. So thanks for listening.
Yeah, get on the Patreon. Help us out. For fuck's sake.
Yeah, tell your friends about it. Share it round. And Instagram, YouTube. Good banter.
Good banter.